It is high noon on March 30, 2010, and the Tuesday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Frey here with Caleb Benoit. And Caleb, last evening at Moments High School, there was quite a crowd, and it wasn't a basketball game or anything. It was something else.
It was a school board meeting.
Yes. Judy Pappas, the principal out there, she recently tendered a resignation. There's some rumor about that was a forced resignation. Anyway, over 350 people came to the meeting, many of them students, to appeal for Judy to be reinstated in that position. That didn't happen, but I do admire those students in particular for taking action.
You're a big fan. That warms your heart.
I think that's important. That shows that in coming years they will take they will participate in the process, and I think it's so important to participate in the process, okay? If you don't vote, you don't complain, so that's one aspect of what I'm talking about here.
You can find that story in today's edition of the Daily Journal. Mike, that's in today's edition. Tomorrow we have an event going on right next door. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m. at the Kankakee Public Library. It's a sunshine forum, if you will. It's about the Freedom of Information Act, the Open Meetings Act, laws that assure that the public will get the information they have a right to begin with. Expert three-person panel over there, Kara Smith of Lisa Madigan's office, the Attorney General, State's Attorney Jamie Boyd, State's Attorney of Kankakee County, and Don Craven, a private attorney, a media lawyer who has quite a bit of knowledge about these laws. So if you have a chance, stop by the library tomorrow between 1 and 3 p.m. It could be very interesting.
Open to the public. In the meantime, we're going to check in with Sean Loftus. He is our weather guy, and he has a warm forecast to tell us about. Sean, take it away.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sean Loftus. I am your videographer and weather guy for the Daily Journal, and I'm here to give you your AccuWeather forecast for the next 3 days. Again, we are looking at a surge of sorts, a temperature surge, and that's going to start today with a high of 64 degrees. It's going to be very, very nice conditions outside. A low of 47. It's going to be pleasant. Brilliant sunshine, not too much clouds. There will be a little bit of clouds moving in later as the day goes on, with partly cloudy skies later tonight. And then that'll take us into Wednesday with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 53. It's going to be very sunny with partly cloudy skies forming later in the day. It's going to be very, very warm and mainly clear during the night. So again, so we jump into the 70s, and then, this is the first time I've said this in a long time, Thursday, we are looking at a high of 81 degrees. I know it sounds weird. I know you might think it's April Fool's Day or something like that, but I'm completely serious. It's Thursday, 81 degrees, low of 54. We're looking at breezy conditions throughout most of the day. Very warm, obviously, with patchy clouds forming later in the day, and that keeping consistent with later on Thursday night. So I'm not trying to play a trick on you. It's not an early, April Fool's joke or anything like that. 81 degrees on Thursday is what AccuWeather predicts. So anyway, this has been Sean Loftus. I hope the guys are ready for the nice weather, and we'll kick it back to them in the newsroom.
Mike, we're back. And you know, the best story in the paper today might be one about Chuck Danish. A popular face in Moments, touched a lot of lives. He passed away last week, but Mike, he led an interesting life.
He helped kids. One of them, Orbert Davis, the famed jazz musician, he drove him to lessons when he was in 8th grade, private lessons, so he could come on to great fame later on. And Orbert says as long as he's alive, Chuck Danish's legacy will live on.
Yeah, you know, one of the interesting quotes was from Jerry Abbott, the former softball coach at high school, and he said what a help he was to him and the program, and he said he was really one of a kind.
He said there was the one and only Chuck Danish. When they made that man, they broke the mold. So he will be missed, but like I said, his legacy will live on through those who he touched.
Check out that story in today's edition of the Daily Journal. Pick it up on newsstands or subscribe by calling us at 815-937-3322. Till tomorrow, you stay classy.
81 degrees on Thursday, man.
Okay, does 9 people count?
81.
No, it needs to be 10.
I get on a cassette.
It's really annoying because I don't know the song.
Right.
Play it on YouTube or whatever. You'll find it on there.
Your iTunes and YouTubes.
My iTunes.
Your iTubes and YouTunes.